In a world where celebrity, friendship, and royalty often collide, few relationships have captured more attention or sparked such quiet curiosity than that of Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and Hollywood powerhouse Tyler Perry. What began as a story of kindness and support during one of the Sussex's most vulnerable periods has now shifted into a different narrative, one laced with media scrutiny and notable silence. Tyler Perry, an award-winning filmmaker and entertainment mogul, made headlines in 2020 when he generously welcomed Harry and Meghan into his $18 million Beverly Hills home. At a time when they were stepping away from royal duties and under intense public pressure, Perry's offer went beyond hospitality. It provided them with protection, comfort, and peace. The relationship forged during that time grew deep enough that the couple later asked Perry to serve as godfather to their daughter, Lilibet Diana. However, in recent weeks, Perry has found himself at the center of a legal firestorm, a $260 million lawsuit alleging misconduct. Perry's legal team has strongly denied the accusations, calling them unfounded and manufactured. As the case garners widespread media coverage, the public has turned its attention toward Harry and Meghan, not only because of their close ties with Perry, but also because of their quietness in the face of controversy. What does their silence signify? Is it a choice driven by loyalty, privacy, or cautious distance? With no public statements from the couple, speculation has filled the void. But beneath the surface, there's a more personal story unfolding, one of unlikely friendship, media pressure, and the delicate nature of maintaining trust under a microscope. In 2020, following their rapid and dramatic departure from royal responsibilities, Harry and Meghan found themselves in need of refuge. That refuge came in the form of Tyler Perry's home, a safe haven at a time of enormous transition. The gesture was even more profound, considering Perry had never met them prior. In Netflix's Harry and Meghan, Meghan described their first conversation. "I'd never met him before. I was a wreck. I was just crying and crying. Sometimes it's easier to open up to someone who knows nothing at all." That moment laid the foundation for trust. Perry, observing their ordeal from afar, had already empathized with their struggle against relentless media scrutiny. He reached out through a mutual publicist, offering his support. But his generosity didn't stop at offering a home. He extended his personal security team, ensuring their safety as they adjusted to their new lives. This support led to a bond defined not by time, but by compassion. 2 years later, Harry and Meghan named Perry the godfather of their daughter, Lilibet. The decision surprised many due to their brief friendship. But for the Sussexes, it was a heartfelt expression of gratitude to someone who had been there when few others had. Now, that same figure faces legal scrutiny of his own, and Harry and Meghan's decision not to speak has raised quiet but respectful questions. The legal case against Tyler Perry involves claims by a man named Dixon, who has filed a $260 million lawsuit alleging misconduct and harassment. Included in the claims are supposed messages allegedly sent by Perry. But Perry's legal team has pushed back firmly. "This is a scam," they said in an official statement. "Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail." Their message is resolute. The case has no merit and will be addressed through proper legal channels. As the proceedings move forward, public figures and media personalities are choosing how and whether to respond. Most notable, however, is the continued silence from Harry and Meghan. Given Perry's prominent role in their lives, especially as their daughter's godfather, their quietness has been closely watched. Still, silence does not necessarily indicate detachment. It may instead reflect thoughtful consideration. Perhaps they're avoiding interference in an ongoing legal process. Or maybe their silence stems from their long-standing preference to handle personal matters privately and away from the spotlight. Perry has previously expressed deep admiration for Meghan, publicly acknowledging the pressures she has endured. In 2022, he posted on social media in honor of her birthday, "I've had a front row seat in your life for the past few years. I've watched you endure things that would have broken a lot of people." His words conveyed support and empathy. Now, with Perry facing scrutiny of his own, support may look different. Less public, more private, but no less sincere. Since making California their home, Harry and Meghan have steadily built a presence in the media space. Their partnerships with Netflix, podcast ventures, and other creative projects reflect their desire to shape meaningful narratives. Still, the path hasn't been without its challenges. Reports suggested the couple struggled to secure big-name guests for Meghan's podcast, Archetypes, which ended earlier than expected. But their goals stretch beyond celebrity. Their mission includes exploring identity, mental health, service, and healing. Meghan, in particular, has shifted from acting to producing, entering Hollywood from a new angle with greater responsibility and visibility. In that industry, Tyler Perry remains a towering presence. As one of the few Black billionaires in American media, he commands respect not just for his films, but for his philanthropic work. His friendship provided Harry and Meghan with a rare bridge between British royalty and modern Hollywood. For a while, it seemed their bond represented a blending of tradition and innovation, a symbolic meeting point of two powerful worlds. But fame invites scrutiny, and even the most genuine relationships are reassessed under a legal spotlight. For Harry and Meghan, their associations are often read as reflections of their values. When someone close to them faces allegations, questions inevitably arise. Yet it's important to interpret silence with care. Choosing not to issue a public statement doesn't necessarily equate to abandoning someone. It may mean honoring legal boundaries, showing quiet solidarity, or simply opting out of a media cycle that thrives on speculation. In today's hyper-connected world, every silence is analyzed, but genuine relationships, especially those forged in deeply personal moments, are rarely defined by press releases. They exist in gestures, in timing, and in trust. Tyler Perry offered Meghan and Harry support during a period when few others did. He provided not just material help, but emotional understanding and discretion. In response, they entrusted him with one of the most meaningful roles in their family's life, godfather to their child. That kind of trust doesn't disappear overnight. Now Perry is facing his own trial in the public eye. And though Harry and Meghan haven't spoken publicly, that doesn't mean they're absent. They may be choosing to wait, to listen, to support in ways that aren't visible on a screen. In moments like these, public statements are easy to demand, but true friendship often unfolds behind the scenes. It exists in private conversations, check-ins, and thoughtful restraint. This story of Perry, Harry, and Meghan isn't just about legal disputes or media perception. It's a reflection of trust, timing, and how human relationships survive in the glare of global attention. As the legal process plays out, one truth remains. Behind every headline lies a deeper, often quieter story,